Well, how about this for indoctrination? New York University has hired partisan fact checker Talia Lavin to teach a course on covering the far right. You might remember Lavin resigned from the New Yorker last year in disgrace after she falsely accused a wounded combat veteran and an ICE agent of having a Nazi tattoo. From there, she went to work for the liberal goon squad, Media Matters. And now NYU thinks she's just the person to be lecturing students on journalism? Joining me now is conservative filmmaker Dinesh D'Souza. Dinesh, is it really a surprise, though, that radicalism is being rewarded, bred, fed on college campuses in these hiring decisions?
Well, I think we should step back for a moment and take in the comedy of the situation. You have here a practitioner of fake news, somebody who's busted either for sheer incompetence in journalism or for outright deceit. I mean, trying to pin, you might say, the Nazi tail on an ICE agent and not being able to get away with it. And so what happens to her? She's kicked out of journalism, but she's hired to teach journalism. Now, think about this. In any other field, this would be insane. If somebody was caught, for example, cheating at chess or making illegal moves, would they be hired to teach chess, to be a chess coach? No. Why not? Because we don't want chess coaches teaching people to make illegal moves or cheat at the game. But NYU does. So I think that the reason that they hired her is precisely because they see that from their point of view, she has a stronger commitment to left-wing activism, to social justice, as they put it, than to journalistic standards. They don't really care about the journalistic standards. She's highly qualified from their point of view. But they do it to intimidate. And they're teaching young kids to learn to try to intimidate conservatives, who they will call far right, from ever entering the public sphere. That's what I think is really going on. Yeah, you have two institutions here that seem to be kind of in incestuous collaboration. On the one hand, you have academia, and academia is producing the fake narratives and the fake scholarship. And then you have journalism, which is producing the fake news. And notice the easy and seamless traffic between the two. People move seamlessly from academia into journalism, even when discredited in journalism, as in this case, she slides right back into academia. And so essentially what you have is the left using these megaphones of culture, namely media, namely academia, to put out fake narratives of one kind or another. And Dinesh, what at this point should students do? I mean, I haven't heard of anyone actually going to a journalism school in a long time. I mean, should conservatives even think about going to journalism school? Is there a reason to go to journalism school today in this climate? Well, I don't think we need much I don't think we need people to go to journalism school. We do need a lot of investigative journalists on our side. But I think in terms of students and the public, we've got to learn to decode these narratives. We've got to be able to look at the news. And, we're so accustomed to saying, oh, gee, that's the news. That's what happened yesterday. Or, oh, gee, that's what my professor told me. That must be the way it was in the 1930s or the 1830s, for that matter. And now we've got to become distrustful of these narratives and learn to read between the lines, so to speak. How ironic when the left are the agents of harassment now with their tedious, pathetic, in the basement wearing, underwear campaigns against conservatives. So they're talking about conservative harassment? Are you kidding me? We're actually for something called free speech, fools. Well, look at what she was trying to do to the ICE agent. She was trying to basically make a law enforcement official into a Nazi. So this guy was not far right. It's almost as if you have a communist who looks at a welfare state liberal and says, you're far right. And actually, that's far more illuminating about the person making the accusation than it is about the person who is attempted to be described. Dinesh D'Souza. Oh, yeah, there's the picture. Dinesh, thanks so much.